live at not live recorded, whatever. It's a different season coming out the week after Benzinga, Miami, Florida. Hanging around Benzinga, it's buzzing. Everybody's eating lunch right now. I happened to run into an old friend, Daron Babin, who is like Mr. Radio, Mr. Producer, and he was like kind of impressed by our setup. Shout out to Eric.
Shout out over there.
This guy knows his way around the
former
world.
NBC director, so I said I could appreciate this. This is done right.
Now, cannabis industry, plants, we'll get getting into where you are now.
Sure.
But we've been to know each other for years.
Yep.
And, of course, to meet you out again with
George Tanchev, Pure 5. Safer, faster, better extraction.
The number one extractor and extraction system in the world, and also our fact checker here for Mita. So, PhD in physics. If I say something wrong, he'll stop me. And when we get into the technical stuff and talk about like the genetics and the extract, all the nuances, details.
He's the guy.
Yeah, he's okay. So you're gonna chat with him. Okay, this is when it gets into science, that's above my comprehension. Especially after COVID, when I stopped believing in science. But we won't get into that. Let's introduce Jason to the world. Where are you from, Jason?
No, I'm Pavel.
Oh wait, they told me you're Jason.
Right here.
Okay, well we met. Nice to meet you.
My name is Pavel. I'm
okay, the wrong name.
Yeah.
Yeah, we produce special.
I wrote down the wrong name.
It's okay. I'm the right guy.
Okay.
We produce specialty fertilizers, premium nutrients.
Get a little closer.
Closer?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yes.
So we produce nutrients for the cannabis industry for about 10 years. So we're developing this formulation so we can cut the cost of production and get a better quality product at the end. So that's what the market it needs, and that's where we're coming like a full solution for this.
Nutrients for the cannabis industry. That's cool.
Specialty nutrients.
Yeah, we're going to tie this in Daron here because he's not just working cannabis anymore.
That's right.
He's got the whole world.
Whole plant spectrum.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
Does your nutrients work for
All plants.
all plants?
Tomatoes,
There you
cucumbers, everything.
Right. So there you go.
We work with some farmers who grows plants for extractions for oil, lavender, whatever it is, because we extract those with my colleague right here.
He's the extractor.
So we just incorporate those extractions in our end products. So
Right.
that's how we manage the quality check once we start working with some partners. So
Right. I just chew things for extraction.
It really increases the yield of oils on all the plants. Doesn't matter. You work with cannabis, or you work with essential oil plants, or you work with grapes even. So increases the phenolitic compounds, the essential oil compounds, terps.
And you have a beautiful promotional thing here. Sugar Baby Magic Drop.
I like the
Fertilizer.
artwork. The branding
it
here is
takes
beautiful.
so much effort to create this thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Where-
Look at this branding. This is great.
Royal Grower,
Yeah.
Earth Force. Where are you based out of?
We're based in Eastern Europe, in Bulgaria, but we import in United States. I work with growers in California, in Oregon, in Illinois, in Oklahoma, in Tennessee, and I have data from all kinds of markets. Like I work with growers in Spain, in Switzerland, in Macedonia.
Wow.
So they grow different kinds of plants in different varieties, and we gather all that data to simplify in the formulations for to grow with our plants. So.
And I apologize. I forgot to introduce our third co-host, Daron, because he's a professional host. We have a professional here. Introduce yourself a little quickly to the audience, and then let's interrogate him.
Oh, sure. Daron Babin here. I'm the co-founder of CannabisRadio.com. Got another podcast. We also run Webmaster Radio, something called WMR.FM. So these are podcast networks that have been on the air since 2004.
Yes.
So we've been doing this for a hot minute. Most recently, we're in the process of relaunching our expo and conference. It is called DOSE, the Plant Medicine Expo.
Wow.
So the Plant Medicine Expo, this is what he was saying, we're opening that spectrum to all plant medicines, right? So Hape, right? And let's go from sacred tobacco all the way down to ketamine, right?
Yeah.
This is all on the rise. And of course, they're having these conversations here at Benzinga tomorrow about the psychedelics market, and that's just, it's exploding.
Wait,
We're
so-
excited
Oh
about
yeah,
that.
amazing. When is that show?
So we're looking to plan that for the end of the year. So probably somewhere late fall to early spring in Phoenix in his backyard.
Oh yeah.
he lives in Phoenix.
Oh yeah, okay,
You go.
great.
We're
great.
gonna be in them.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Awesome.
We believe in power of plants, and
Mm.
actually in the previous podcast I mentioned, it just started with teas, and then figured out you have to
Right.
have concentrated substances because
Yeah.
natural chemistry, natural medicine is slow,
Right.
and it cannot compete with the medicine like pharma. You have to concentrate it. When you
Yeah.
concentrate it, the game changes.
Yeah.
Then you can mix and match things, and you really can
Right.
develop very strong,
Yeah.
Are you
powerful
familiar
medicine.
with
That's
the Pure 5 extraction machines? They're pretty cool. He's got a,
I tested the machine. It's worked perfectly. I was surprised. I worked on the machine for 12 hours
yeah.
with some of my plants, which was grown in a special recipe.
Right.
And we did the extraction. So first extraction, we extract the terpenes from 2 kilos. The terpenes was 24 grams, which was very high content for just a trim, you know.
Wow.
So the other part of the extractions was the full spectrum THC, which I was surprised also because
You guys should
it
be
came-
exhibiting at his expo.
I mean,
Both you guys
yeah,
should.
Of course,
exactly.
yeah.
Are you guys gonna also be able to extract psilocybin?
They can
Yeah,
extract.
we have different
Okay.
machine for psilocybin,
Right.
kratom. We extract tobacco. Tobacco actually comes 80% nicotine, very potent when you extract it.
Wow.
So a lot of all these forbidden
That's great.
plants.
That's
Yeah.
great.
he
Yeah,
can
we can do
extract from the hair follicle of a mouse if he wants to.
Yeah.
This man can extract anything.
That's awesome.
And saguaros, can you extract
The-
from saguaros,
the-
right?
The most awkward thing we extracted feathers of penguin.
Oh my God.
Feathers.
Penguins?
Because that the
Can you legally do that?
Yeah, right. Can
yeah well
not on a National Geographic.
That wasn't an answer, by the way.
Oh, you're kidding.
the oil that is in
No,
those
no,
it
this man doesn't joke.
protects the skin from the IR radiation.
See?
You know, a lot of
That's
the
the thing.
protectors right now, the sun protector, it's a fact that you get the skin cancer not from the sun, from the protection that you're using. So finding organic, natural protector, it's a key. That's why it was a science project with some university. But again, that was something that the most awkward thing for us to extract.
No, I love
Wow.
this. We should get into what can you extract today.
Well, actually, my next
What's
talk
the weirdest thing, right?
I know what
in
is the weirdest thing
Germany
you
is
extracted.
yeah, how to extract everything. So in general, you can extract everything, but with the thought what you're gonna use it for. In general, you have to start from
Money?
the back forward.
Can you extract from the wife? Put the wife in the extraction machine.
Only the good part of it. Or
that could
happened?
work.
But you didn't really do penguin feathers.
No, he did.
yeah, we
He
did.
did.
That's a project
That was
like
the thing.
That's real.
Yeah.
15 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah. You got,
I don't
want-
even know what to say to that.
I want to figure out what you can extract from turtles because whatever sea turtles
Yeah,
have, I
right?
want.
Yeah, because they
Right?
they live like some
So,
crazy
you know-
lifespan.
Crab shells too. You extract that red like algae. From algae, you extract the same thing that you can extract from crab shells because it grows the red part. That's red algae. So that red algae is good for a lot of fitness products and energy boosters.
Wow, crazy.
This is,
So extract a lot of
Crazy.
you
things.
should
Yeah.
have him do like a
Fish
whole
skins.
extraction speech at.
Oh, we will.
what-
we will.
Yeah, no, you
Yeah,
should speak on extractions at his conference.
So I probably gonna get same thing from the turtle shells, but turtles are more like you have a lot more crabs out there.
Well, you can legally buy and sell turtle shells. You can't eat their eggs anymore, which is
Yeah.
culturally my people in Oaxaca.
Right.
We used to eat their eggs and whatever's in it, chew to extract so that we would be stronger sexually. It's kind of a traditional
Virile.
thing, a virile kind of thing.
Yeah.
There's a word for that. But now it's illegal. But so we got to figure out how to extract that energy from the turtle.
So
So,
are you
legally?
legally? So if you could eat those turtle eggs, would you be eating those turtle eggs?
Yeah, it's a cultural
What?
thing,
Right.
you know.
You're gonna live 20,
He's blaming it on
240
culture.
years.
No, I mean,
love it.
everybody wants to be politically correct, but they got to respect these weird little indigenous cultures
Got to.
that existed and for thousands of years.
Listen, it's a thing.
You know, where do you draw the line? Anyway,
Exactly.
So, but let's go back a little bit to the conference, and
sure.
you guys can both be at his conference, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely.
We'd love
Yeah,
to have
it's
you.
why
very-
not?
Love
We'll
to have
continue the
appealing.
conversation with
Absolutely.
new extractions.
No, you have the nutrients
Yeah.
that everybody needs for
Yep.
all kinds of stuff, and you have the extractions.
Yep.
So tell us more about the conference. What's the concept here?
So the concept essentially is, believe it or not, cannabis and psychedelics aren't the main focus. They're a part of it, right? The main focus is wellness as a whole, right? So our concept is we have pillars that we believe that if you have the perfect dose of mind, body, community, physical healing, well-being, right?
Yes.
If you have the perfect dose of these elements for you, and what my perfect dose is for me might not be the same, right? Like
Exactly.
you may need 30 minutes of meditation a week. I may need an hour, right?
I need 5 hours.
Right? Yeah, exactly, right? So the goal here is to bring cannabis and psychedelics, CBD hemp, as a portion of our programming, and we're going to open it up to all the other wellness modalities,
Yeah.
breath work, meditation,
Exactly.
acupuncture,
Cryotherapy.
ceremony, cryotherapy.
That suction cuff thing.
Exactly.
Cupping.
Yeah, cupping, that's a
Cupping,
thing, right?
yeah.
I don't know anything about cupping.
It's kinda
but
like cuddling.
That's a thing. So yeah, that is the general idea, is really to kind of open the scope,
Hug
widen it
therapy.
up.
I want to do the hug therapy booth. So there's hug therapy.
There is,
Right?
absolutely.
I'm gonna start.
It's
I'm
a
gonna do
thing.
that.
It's
Yes,
a thing.
It is a thing.
Yeah. So
Send
wellness.
me that
That's
book.
it. Yeah, we
No,
will.
and that's the right idea.
Yeah.
And then after, look, I was a pretty conservative dude myself. Went by the book, doctor pill kind of thing,
Right.
and then 2012 I entered the cannabis space. And thank God for the cannabis community and the cannabis culture and the cannabis plant, because I was able to study and make a living what substance abuse and substance use really meant.
Right.
You know, coming from a mindset that cannabis use was substance abuse, I had to understand what was going on.
Right.
And I came to the exact same conclusion as to where you're at,
Right.
which is there's there's thousands of substances out there, you know, in the universe, and whatever it is that you need to, and ideas and modalities, etc.
Yeah.
Whatever it is that you need to balance yourself out to
For you.
yeah, to achieve individual
Yeah.
excellence. Some say wellness, some say healing. I
Yeah.
say to elevate
Amen, brother.
yourself.
I like it.
Because that way you don't use negative language.
Yeah,
'Cause if
there you
say,
go. Elevate
Hey,
yourself.
George, I have a healing center for you. And George's like, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? No, there's nothing wrong with you.
Yeah.
I have an elevation center for you.
There you go.
You need to elevate. You're a great guy, but let me take you a little higher. You know what I'm saying? And the whole wellness thing, it gets a little confused as well. So I like those terms, but I really like the term elevate. You know, because
I like
it
that.
starts from a good spot.
You're so right.
But-
We're working on a mid-level,
Right.
and we can elevate ourselves to a higher level. Like you remember that movie Limitless, when you get a pill and you can solve all the world's problems.
Right.
And that's possible, but not from one plant. You can combine multiple plants. You have to monitor your brain simulation and add to the parts that they need to be simulated. And that's personal. That's everyone is different.
You know what we need at the conference? The Meta Elevation Zone.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Brought to you by Pure 5 and
Nutriling.
how do you say it?
Nutriling.
Nutriling. I'm pronouncing it
Nutriling.
wrong. Nutriling.
Nutriling.
Nutriling. We'll do a little thing. We'll call it the Elevation Zone. And we don't even know what's happening there yet. It'll
I'm
be
pretty
like
sure
we
that
will-
boat is gonna be plenty
It'll
of
be
people looking around.
We'll
for that
increase the
boat.
happiness at
We'll be
least.
We'll
elevating.
give away free hugs.
Let's do it.
Yeah. You
We'll
can
extract the
cuddle.
good out of the people.
That's great.
I'll just lay there and people can cuddle with me.
I gotta get out of here. Thank you, buddy.
He's leaving on that.
I gotta go. I
You
gotta
do?
go. I
You
got another
really?
podcast
No,
over. I gotta go do.
Yeah, no.
But
So
thank you, everybody.
we will catch you at your conference. How do people
Absolutely.
find about the conference?
Dose-expo.com. Go check that out.
That's a great name, by the way. You know,
Yeah.
they're
Yeah,
not
Dose
poison
Expo.
substances; it's poison doses. And you want know the
Exactly.
dose,
Exactly.
you give the right elevation.
That's the idea. Come and learn about how to deal with your own personal traumas, how to be the best sense of you so that you could be centered, well balanced, and give back to the community that gives to you. That's what.
And let's
this is
chat. The Plant Body Soul. There's a lot of partners in Arizona that we're going to get over your way.
Beautiful.
And so we'll
Awesome.
see you at his conference, and,
Guys,
and
I'll
we
meet you
will,
at the conference.
You
we will
got it.
do more about his conference at a later date.
I will sync up.
But let's go back to a gentleman that I'd like to refer to as Jason, but that's not his real name.
Undercover, Jason.
007.
Yes, Jason 007. So tell us about why your nutrient line is better than all the others. And that's really what people are probably wondering when they see this nutrient line, because people really don't know, and there's so many nutrients out there.
It's so many
Remember,
nutrients
you
out
have
there.
your scientist here, so if you say
I
anything
do
wrong,
know
he's gonna
that.
stop you.
I do know that.
Yes.
We know each other anyway. He's gonna help out.
Oh, but no, you can't. That disqualifies him. Okay?
So,
You can be objective.
no, we specifically formulate these products so we can lower the cost of production on the quality plants. So we incorporate some plant-based nutrients, proteins, and other algae extractions also. So we can play a variety of recipes for different plants because any plant needs a different nutrients at a different stage. And we
Right.
have 11 products. We combine them in a formulation for a growing. If you grow indoor, grow outdoor, grow in different soils. So, and we play with those nutrients along the process of growing.
How does it work, that process? You mentioned to me that you have something to boost the THC levels, but when you do it with the hemp guys, you don't really offer that, but you offer different
We have
things
a
to boost terps.
we have
or
a
something.
carbohydrates products and boosters, which are plant-based, of course. So, and it's depend of the plant you're growing. We're gonna give you a different recipe to grow it, so it can be regulated.
Very good. And also you have something to process the seeds so they can germinate faster.
We have, this is one of the best products. Everyone is. I just got a phone call a few hours ago from a guy in Italy. He likes the cedar. It calls cedar beast. We germinate the seeds with it, and that product creates a nutrient shell around the seed. So you plant it, and it gives the plants all the nutrients it needs for the first week. And then we have a different formulation for outdoor hemp, for indoor hemp.
So that shortens the vegetation time of the plant.
Exactly.
It sprouts faster.
faster, rooting
Okay.
faster, everything.
What got you into this? What's your expertise? What? I mean, how did you get into this?
I
this
work
subject?
with we're a group of friends with
Uh-huh.
like background in agriculture, in science, in biology. I studied biochemistry and biology for 14 years.
Oh,
I
okay.
graduated ecology, so we're
That
in
makes sense.
we're in this kind of environment. So, and we have a passion for creating plant-based products. Also, we have a skincare, organic cosmetic skincare. We have the
Nice.
only one certification in the European Union for 8 organic compounds formulation for cosmetics. Nobody does have.
That's really cool. I
Yeah.
love the expertise. And people, what's your website?
It's just www.nutriling.com.
Nutriling. That's
Yeah.
company. Yeah, that's what it confuses me. And are there testimonials on there where like
Yeah,
people,
definitely.
Yeah,
The
'cause
testimonials are real.
people want to see testimonials.
I work with the testimonials on every. I personally go to the farms. I check the plants, how they grow, are they feeling, and we have a feedback from all the growers around the world we work with, and
That's
then
crazy.
we check which for each state, for each climate is gonna be the best formulation for them.
How
for
many
the plants.
how many countries are you shipping to?
We work in Europe, North America right now, and we're probably gonna expand in South America. I'm working on South America.
That's amazing. That the whole science behind nutrients and stuff. It's been boggling my mind since I started in the cannabis industry, and I'm really impressed with everybody who's putting together all these different, grow the substances that are helping the plants grow. It's just really
It's
cool.
right now on this kind of market. It's more important to what kind of end product you're gonna have, especially the quality of the end product. Is it for the terpenes? Is it for the potency? Is it for flavor? Is it for how it looks, or you're gonna extract something? But the end of it, it's more important to have a healthy plants with a healthy nutrients, so it can be toxic to the people who's gonna use it.
Right.
So, we're achieving that step by step.
And so you're safe to use in all the states. There's no
Yep.
bans or anything.
Nope,
or
nope, no.
no
We have
inappropriate
a licensing.
chemicals.
Yep, no.
No kryptonite.
Nope, we're tested. We're tested.
Kryptonite, Superman. Right.
Nah.
Little Superman reference. That's the band substance standpoint. Yeah, so you guys are safe to use in all the states
Yep, we are.
and all the countries. Well, that's
Yep.
fantastic, man. I mean, it's really cool, and I know you guys are old friends, but he still is very critical on people. So if he says it works, then it works. You know, which is really, really good.
We're just talking about some recipe for him and in Colorado. So we're probably gonna test some outdoors in Colorado with the recipe for him. So
Well, people, I'm sure you guys like give people samples to try it too.
of course,
So
definitely. They're
no,
gonna like
no-brainer.
our.
Contact this company, get yourself some samples, check it out, and you know, go
Let's
from
go
there.
together.
Right. I'll give some to my mom. She'll grow some stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
And-
Why
and-
not?
and, yeah, well, she grows cactus. A lot of cactus.
Perfect.
And like
It's
some
fine for
herbs and stuff. It's good for cactus?
Yeah.
That's for tequila.
No. Oh, you can't. No. Yes. Agave. Yes, but she doesn't really grow blue agave. She grows the tequila agave. She grows like just all kinds of like yellow agave and kind of stuff. There's different types of agave that make different types of stuff. I guess you can make technically probably alcohol out of just about any plant, right?
Oh, yeah.
I live in Mexico for the past 2 years.
Yeah.
You know, start importing the cosmetics we produce from
Yeah.
Europe. So I start working with some local landscaping guys who does palm trees and everything. So our products works on the palm trees too. I'm working with a few companies here in Florida who does landscaping also, who does gardening. So it works even there.
I wish I had more time in the day. We really appreciate introducing you to the audience. And thank you again, George. And the next time I come back, I'm going to go down to Mexico and I'm going to use his nutrients and I'm going to use his extraction equipment and I'm going to create the super agave. And then I'm going to extract the hell out of that in some sort of unique way and come up with like some
So
sort of
call it a super tequila.
some super tequila mezcal type thing because
I like mezcal.
I don't even know what we're gonna do, but we'll figure it out. So we'll see you next time on the next Meet on Shackle.
think so.